What's going on, guys? It is your boy Beer Gut Plays here with another episode of the WWE 2K24 MyGM mode. Now, hopefully you guys have enjoyed the content so far. If you guys like the content and you want to see this channel grow, make sure you super kick that like button, comment down below, and subscribe to this channel for more content. Now, be sure to check out the channel's sponsor for today, Dubby Energy. Dubby Energy, I'll leave the link in the video description below. Use the code BeerGut at checkout, and you'll save yourself 10% on your order. Now, hopefully, you guys are enjoying the content. You want to check out this series playlist. I will leave it posted in the top right-hand corner right here. We're hitting our stride on the Raw brand. We are at SummerSlam. Guys, I want to thank everybody who has come along this journey with me. 490 subscribers. Absolutely insane. I started this thing. I started putting more content out about maybe like 2 years ago, and to just see the outpouring and support of everybody who has enjoyed this. We are 10 away from 500. Now, once I hit 500, I told you guys we would be doing a live stream Q&A on the channel. Now, guys, let's make that thing happen. 10 away. Guys, let's get to SummerSlam. We are going to have a great time. We have a great card lined up for y'all. Your opener, it is going to be a triple threat match for the Women's Champion. Your WWE Women's Champion, Asuka, taking on Alexa Bliss and former champion Bianca Belair. We are going to have a women's tag team title match. Women's tag team champions Candice LeRae and Indy Hartwell taking on Thea Hale and Gigi Dolan. Gunther taking on JD McDonough in a tables match. We are going to have Logan Paul do battle with LA Knight. Yeah. And in the main event, it is going to be a triple threat for the World Championship. Damian Priest defending that bad boy against Roman Reigns and Bray Wyatt. Guys, I am super excited about this pay-per-view. SummerSlam, one of my favorite cards of the summer. This might be contender of best episode in the series. As you guys can hear, we have an adult beverage here. Drinking a Mike's Harder strawberry pineapple. It is pretty delicious, a little on the sweeter side. Highly recommend y'all checking that out. I'm so excited for this. This is going to be a good one. That was a great first sip of the drink, and we're going to get this thing all rolling for you. Not a super expensive card, but something to get started. We are going to get this first episode started live in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, Beer Gut's original birthplace. This is going to be a killer one. Alexa Bliss on her way to the ring. Former women's champion, former follower of Bray Wyatt, looking to regain the gold. We stole her from Friday Night SmackDown in a bit of a power move. Remember, they brought her on. We had that cheat code card. We brought her over to the brand. I expect big things from Miss Bliss. She is obviously one of my personal favorite women on the roster. Well, currently inactive due to pregnancy, giving birth, all that jazz. I'm hoping to see her in the very near future. Guys, I am absolutely a huge fan of Miss Bliss. Now, on her way to the ring, the former World Women's Champion, Bianca Belair. Obviously, I absolutely love Miss Belair. She is an extraordinary athlete, a former collegiate athlete at the University of Tennessee. She is phenomenal. I think the world of her. I think she could potentially be well, obviously she is a major player right now, although she is in a tag team with Jade Cargill, currently running roughshod through the women's tag team division. I think she could potentially break out on her own. I'm super excited for the potential feud between her and Jade Cargill in the near future. And finally, the final participant in the matchup, Asuka, one half of the Kabuki Warriors, your reigning, defending Women's World Champion over here on the Red brand. I obviously, Asuka, I have very high opinions of Asuka. I think she's great. I think she has just that aura about her that makes her a great women's champion. I could go on and on about Asuka. I'm trying to give y'all some my opinions during these introductions. I don't know if you guys can hear the music in the background, but absolutely love Asuka. It's a shame she's out with injury right now. That kills me because I feel like her and oh God, what's her name? Help me here. Comments, help me here. Kairi Sane, Jesus Christ. And you say you're a wrestling fan, bro. Could have a great feud with Jade Cargill and Bianca Belair, IRL, obviously, but Juggalo Asuka, as I like to call her, with that very clownish face paint. Fun fact about old Beer Gut, used to consider himself a part of the Juggalo family. I gave up listening to ICP, God, about a decade ago. Nothing personal against the clowns, but it just, I grew out of it. Nothing personal against anybody who is a Juggalo or anything like that. I stopped listening to him. Just could not, I couldn't get into it anymore. After the Wraith, I stopped listening to him. We're going to get this matchup underway. And here we go. Bell is rung. Asuka getting teed off by Bianca Belair. And Bianca Belair drops the knee on Asuka's neck. And now there is a steel chair in the match. And Asuka has it. Levels Bianca Belair with the chair. She is going to work as Alexa Bliss grabs a kendo stick from under the ring. Oh, God. A big old swing and a miss. And now Asuka has the kendo stick. And tees off on Alexa Bliss. Misses that second shot. And slapped to the back of the head by Alexa Bliss. Reversal. Irish whip. Ducks it. Back elbow. And Asuka. No. Power bomb. Final cut, if anybody remembers that was Big Show's finisher for, I want to say in the early 2000s, like 2002, 2003-ish. And now Bianca Belair, the Poison Mist, takes out Bianca Belair, and the leg is hooked. Bianca Belair kicks out at 2.5, and now the Alexa Bliss got a handful of hair, takes down Asuka's spear. Oh my God, this is an insane opening matchup. I cannot believe, as Asuka going under the ring again, looking for a weapon of mass destruction. Got that steel chair. Levels Bliss. Levels Bianca Belair, and now Bianca Belair is rolling outside rolling to the corner. Alexa Bliss drops Juggalo Asuka over the ropes. Spear again. And Bianca Belair has the chair this time. And now Bianca Belair getting tossed around, slapped and punched by Miss Bliss. And now Bianca Belair. This has been a match of counters, weapons, and other absolute insane stuff going on, and a front suplex drops Bianca Belair, and now KOT on Asuka. And now Bianca Belair going for the cover. Asuka got them shoulders up. God, I'm starting to feel like a drunker Jim Ross. Trying to tell the best story I can, hung over the ropes. And now, pump handle to a gut buster. And now, with the splash, and not gonna go for a cover. Probably a wise decision. Misses the standing moonsault. Asuka, the amount of chairs in the ring, granted it's only 3, but holy crap, it is insane. Hits that running drop kick in the corner, and Alexa Bliss pounds on her. Takes out the knee of Juggalo Asuka. And what's going to happen here? Asuka Asuka lock! Asuka lock! Locked in, got the legs hooked. Is she going to make her tap? Yes, she is! Asuka is victorious, retains that women's championship. What a hell of an opening contest. Juggalo Asuka. That is what we are going to refer to her the rest of this series. Juggalo Asuka. What a opening victory, and what a women's world title match defense at SummerSlam in Philly. I know the thing says Detroit, but we are in Philadelphia. What a match. I guess if this was to actually happen in Philly, I guess it would be at the Link again. Starts off with a 3.5-star banger of a match. Sheamus gonna cut a little bit of a promo ski. Women's World Tag Team title now on the line, as we are gonna be seeing Candice LeRae, Indy Hartwell, going up against Thea Hale and Gigi Dolan. Not the best matchup, but come on, guys. We gotta throw together the best card we can. Sound off in the comments, by the way. I feel like I've asked this before. Sound off in the comments. Who is your favorite wrestler of all time? And I'll give you mine. Mine, I go back and forth. I have 3. So I would name 3. Ric Flair being number 1. Stone Cold Steve Austin being number 2, and Bret Hart being number 3. And I want to hear your... let's do it a top 3. Your top 3 favorite wrestlers of all time. A guy or gal who you cannot... who you guys think, who's a match you cannot miss. I'd love to hear your comments, and I will reply as best as I can in the comments. And now the other half of the Women's World Tag Team Champions, Candice LeRae, on her way to the ring. I'm absolutely a huge fan of her. I'm, as much as it sucks for Indy Hartwell to, and honestly, I don't know if she was just released or if she was not, her contract was not renewed. As much as it sucks not to see Indy Hartwell, I felt like there was a lot of potential. I feel like she was potentially called up too early. Candice LeRae is getting an opportunity at the back half of her 30s to be a solo act on the main roster now. Granted, this isn't the WWE I watched when I was a kid. It's a lot different. I feel like the women are probably going to get, you're going to see a lot more of the older women, a lot more of, and I don't mean that in a derogatory way, but you're going to see these women who are over 30, or 35, you're going to see these women, more of these women over 35, finally getting a chance to break out on the main roster. So unless, remember Charlotte, I feel like Charlotte's probably close to 40. Honestly, don't know her exact age at the top off the top of my head, but you're gonna start seeing some big time, these older women getting a chance to be single stars on the main roster, especially somebody as established as Candice LeRae. Nothing against Indy, because I am a huge fan. I felt like she had a lot of potential. I felt like she could have been a big star if she stayed in NXT a lot longer, but with NXT having a good amount of women and this new WWE ID program, I feel like maybe she kind of phased herself out, and I hope that she may be able to catch on with an AEW, a GCW, a TNA, whoever. I would love to see her wrestle somewhere stateside. I feel like she brings a lot to the table as Gigi Dolan on her way to the ring. And yes, I am already starting to lose my voice. I did a recording last night. This is recording on Tuesday, or on Saturday, so this is dropping on Tuesday. We did a Philadelphia Flyers rebuild recording, and I can already hear it in my voice, already starting to go frog, but we're going to do the best that we can. Drink break. And the funny thing is, I haven't really been shouting like that, but it's been a lot of pay-per-views. I try to get super excited. When we're doing these beer gut PLEs, it's just something I try to get super excited for, whether it's intentional or not. It doesn't matter. I try to bring the best content. Now, I know sometimes it may not seem that way because I am exhausted after the end of a long day at work and, coming home, doing recordings, editing, all whatever. And let me tell you, Dubby does help a lot with fighting that exhaustion, but when you're tired, you're tired. It doesn't help that I drink a lot, but whatever. Sorry, guys. I'm sounding like I'm so frog right now. It's not even funny. We're going to do our best to power through this thing to bring you the best content on this channel. Indy Hartwell starting off for the champions. Thea Hale of Chase U going to be doing it on the other side. And Thea Hale tees off and hits a T-bone suplex. And now these two girls fighting on the outside, already up to a count of 5. Indy Hartwell clotheslining Thea Hale's head off and takes her head off with that last one. It is up to a count of 8. And reverse DDT up to a count of 9. Indy get in the ring. And that is going to be a count-out victory for Indy Hartwell, Candice LeRae. Candice LeRae never saw any action in this matchup, but Indy Hartwell secured the tag team title victory. Now, granted, under dubious circumstances with the count-out victory, but it has been a lot of fun so far calling this thing. God, that is good, but it is so sweet. I used to, when I get the big cans, as we have a 2.5 star match, when I get the big cans, the single big cans, there was a thing it was Rita in a can. Let me tell you, they get you messed up, but God, they were so sweet. Like, they were almost sickeningly sweet. Jesus, beer gut, can't talk today. God, I would have loved to check my blood sugar after that. As Gunther is on his way to the ring, Obviously, super excited with the way that Gunther, obviously, you guys know, my favorite person on the main roster right now is Damian Priest. I absolutely love Damian Priest. I feel like he is a talent that, glad to see he's going to get a second shot. Obviously, this is just going to be to put, kind of end that thing, move Gunther onto somebody else, maybe keep Damian Priest feuding with Judgment Day. But I feel like if they do Damian Priest right, now granted he didn't have a great title run, and I did mention at some point I did want to do a breakdown of Damian Priest's title reign, the good, the bad, the ugly. It's on my to-do list. Let me tell you, I've got so much stuff that I am doing right now on this channel, and I've got so much more that, I've got things that I've announced that I have game planned as JD McDonough is on his way to the ring. I have so much that I want to do gaming-wise. Obviously, we are a gaming channel, Beer Gut Plays, that I haven't had a chance to kind of even write a script for that yet, let alone... It's a thought process right now. And I really do want to get to it because, obviously, I am a huge Damian Priest fan. I've liked him. I was a fan of his when he was in Ring of Honor as Punishment Martinez, and I can't think of anything else better than to talk about Damian Priest and hopefully, maybe shed some light that it was not... I know a lot of people complained online that it was a bad title run, but I feel like even though it wasn't a super long reign, it was underappreciated a little bit. I feel like a lot of ways that it got slid under was not top priority for WWE. It is what it is. And we're going to get this matchup underway. JD McDonough, Gunther. Gunther starts out with a running drop kick. Gunther has got a hold of JD McDonough, just chops him and takes him down. That could not feel good. And now Gunther teeing off, and JD McDonough slips out of that one and hits a reverse DDT. JD McDonough can't get it going. Another big running drop kick by Gunther. And a big clothesline takes JD McDonough off his feet. JD McDonough going, not a good idea, JD, as he's taunting Gunther and taunting the crowd. And a big suplex. Both guys cannot connect with that. JD McDonough misses the diving, what looked to be the starts of a DDT, and Gunther just kicking the side of JD McDonough's head. And now Gunther, short arm clothesline, takes off the head of JD McDonough, goes for a cover. Not a 3 count. JD kicks out at 2. He is picking up JD McDonough and was going to go for that powerbomb, but JD McDonough counters. DDT, hooks the leg. Not even a 1 count. Headbutt. Backdrop suplex. And JD McDonough hits his finisher. Not even a 2 count. Just a 1 count on the finisher. And now JD McDonough going top rope. What has he got planned here? Nothing. He thought better of it. Gunther is one of the smartest wrestlers on this roster. Now JD McDonough working that arm over smart move, trying to incapacitate the big man for his powerbomb, and takes down JD McDonough. But JD McDonough kicks out Gunther's knees, got him up on the shoulders, drives him back down on the mat. Oh my God, Gunther kicked out at 2.5. That is insane. Knee to the side of the head of JD McDonough. Off the ropes. And a nice counter from a wrist lock. Now, granted, this match is very technical, but I don't know how well it's going to go over with the crowd as the big boot decapitates JD McDonough. Short arm clothesline kills JD McDonough, and the leg is hooked. Only a 2 count. Gunther helping JD McDonough to his feet, and a power bomb stacks him up. Is the referee not going to see the foot on the ropes? Gunther gets away with one. That is a big-time victory at SummerSlam here in Philadelphia. Gunther, the longest reigning Intercontinental Champion of all time, has his sights set on something before the year is out. What could it be? 1.5 star. Figured that much. That's alright. It's okay. Sometimes you have disappointing matches. Carmelo is calling out Finn Balor. Eventually, you may see something going on with Carmelo. I'm a huge fan of Carmelo. I think Melo is money. We are here at the semi-main event. LA Knight, the YouTube sensation Logan Paul in a tables match. Now remember, this is in IRL where LA Knight won that US title from the social media sensation Logan Paul. It was SummerSlam Cleveland though, so and LA Knight is from right down the road. Well, not right down the road. About 40 miles. Hagerstown, Maryland. That guy, let me tell you, I don't want to say he's a late bloomer because obviously we're all very familiar with his work in TNA. But to get to the big dance at his age and win the U.S. title, I think he's 40. Now, granted, I know I just said... And I feel that way. As long as you can still go in the ring, age is just a number to me. Logan Paul on his way to the ring. God, I am losing my voice. It's okay. I do wonder if we will see Logan Paul back in WWE at some point. Creator, is Prime still the sponsor of like Raw and SmackDown and all the PLEs? Is it still in the center of the ring? I've watched. I don't pay attention that closely. I'm not gonna lie. I like Prime. It is a decent hydration drink. Let me tell you, when summer was, if you guys don't know, I am in the pest control industry, and I am an exterminator. Let me tell you, the summers in Baltimore, Maryland are absolutely ridiculous. And I would grab at least one Prime a day. And my favorite being the ice pop. And let me tell you, it hydrated me very well. Especially, I'm a heavy drinker. And LA Knight starts off with a big boot. It did its job. LA Knight really trying to get this thing going with Logan Paul. Logan Paul misses the splash. Holy crap. Table in the ring. LA Knight gonna set that bad boy in the corner. What does he got on store? Neck breaker. He is able to get up right away. Takes out the leg. Logan Paul misses the splash from a running position. Whiffs on that punch, but gets it the second time. Yeah, stomp in the gut. And steps right on through. And teeing off on Logan Paul. and got him up on the shoulders. Torture rack position, reverse Death Valley driver. Big boat. A night. Yeah. Hits that jumping elbow. The LA Knight elbow. And what's the plan with Logan Paul? Logan Paul fights out of the being potentially put through that table. And now BFT levels Logan. Logan is out cold. Whipped into that corner, into the table. And Logan Paul goes through the table. LA Knight is victorious. I believe they've had 4 matches. Honestly, I've lost count. 4 matches, 4 wins. LA Knight has not lost a match against Logan Paul. Could we see LA Knight potentially challenge Braun Breaker for that United States champion? I'm all for it. As you guys know, I'd hate to name like my top 5 favorite superstars. Maybe we'll do that in a YouTube short at some point. But we're going to get to the main event. Damian Priest, Roman Reigns, Bray Wyatt for that World Heavyweight title. I don't know if you guys have seen it. I actually have that beauty in my collection. Let me tell you, it really is one of my favorite belts. And I have 6 belts total. I have the Brothers of Destruction Tag Team Legacy belt. I have the Blue Universal title. I have the Edge Legacy IC title. I have that title, the World Heavyweight Championship. I have the Hulk Hogan Legacy, and I have the John Cena Legacy. You can tell I really like those Legacy belts. It's really hard to just... I just like him. Got him a good deal on Fanatics every time. That Hulk Hogan belt is absolutely beautiful, by the way. That is really good, by the way. 8% alcohol. Holy shit. And I had just a regular lemonade one, and it's 8%. God damn. You know, it will put you on your ass. Not gonna lie. And Roman Reigns looking to gain that World Heavyweight title. Honestly, I think that would be a really good look for Roman Reigns. He is one of... I like him, and I like what they're doing with him over on Friday Night SmackDown. The new bloodline versus the OG bloodline. Not gonna lie, I enjoy it a lot. It could be great. I feel like it could be one of the best storylines in all of WWE. And obviously I'm recording this, it's going to drop on Tuesday, so with Sami Zayn being put into the mix, I feel like they're going to debut another Samoan. I know I've heard Lance Anoa'i has signed to the WWE. I also heard that Hikuleo, and I'm probably butchering it, but I know he was rumored to have signed at some point. The third Tongan brother, because you have Tongaloa, Tamatonga, and then Hikuleo. It's just so many ideas. I know Zilla Fatu, he's stiff GCW, and I know it was rumored when he stiffed GCW, he was potentially coming to WWE. That's why he stiffed GCW. I don't know the whole situation with that. So, again, if you want to sound off in the comments telling me about that situation, I will always reply back, or try to reply back. Sorry. These things make you burp a lot, so... And honestly, I love Bray. I was a big fan. Honestly, I wish this would have played out better. And honestly, I watched the match with LA Knight, the Mountain Dew Pitch Black match at live the record, or when it aired live at the Royal Rumble. I rewatched it. I want to say about it was shortly after Bray Wyatt passed. I didn't think it was that bad of a match. Now, granted, I thought it was bad when it originally aired, but I went back and watched it. Obviously, I may have had rose-tinted glasses on, but I think the thing that was so shocking to everybody was the glow-in-the-dark paint, all that stuff. It was just so shocking. It was really a visual... How do I want to put this? A visual nightmare for everyone. I wouldn't say I thoroughly enjoyed it, but it is not the worst last match I've ever seen. It just sucks that match is going to be Bray Wyatt's last match in the WWE. It's part of why I signed him to this brand in year number 2. As being a massive Bray Wyatt fan, and I'm enjoying the stuff the Wyatt 6 is doing, don't get me wrong. I want to try and rewrite history for Bray Wyatt. And maybe, I don't know, maybe turn this, I don't want to say turn it into a what if, because that is definitely not what this is. I did have a pretty cool what if series a couple years ago that I never actually finished. It was shortly after Scott Hall's death. Shortly after his death, I got this really great idea, and I downloaded a bunch of creator wrestlers on Community, and I thought it was a great idea. I felt like I was a huge Scott Hall fan. I wouldn't put him in my top 3 all time, although I will say this, he was probably the first wrestler that I was a fan of, if that makes sense. So I started watching early 90s. I'm 37 years old. I started watching the early 90s, and I want to say that was the first wrestler that resonated with me. Yeah, the gold chains, the gear, the colorful gear, just something about him really stuck out from everything else. And honestly, I just want to kind of pay my tribute to Scott, and I never finished it. Yeah, it was about 2 years ago. It was on WWE 2K22. Because that was the start of the turn for this game, or for this series, was 2K22. Remember, we had that terrible 2K20, and then they took a year off. They built 2K22 from the ground up, and I had a lot of fun with that game, not even going to lie. We're going to get this matchup underway. Roman Reigns, Damian Priest, Bray Wyatt. Starts off with a super kick to Bray Wyatt. Roman went for an attack, could not connect. Damian Priest gets hit with a jawbreaker. And Roman, front face lock, DDT on Damian Priest, and Bray Wyatt saw his opportunity, took a kick, and now he's got Damian up on his shoulder, but Damian able to get out. There is a trash can in the ring. And Roman Reigns taking out everybody. Wreck them all and leave. And now Roman locks up, gets locked up, suplex to a body slam. Damian Priest had the kendo stick for a second. And now Bray had Damian up on his shoulder, took out that knee. Damian Priest busted wide open. Is he going to be like a shark that smells blood in the water? and go for the kill on these two men as Bray Wyatt looking for a weapon on the outside. Clothesline in the corner. Bray Wyatt got the sledgehammer, takes out Damian with it, going to hook that leg. 1 count. Damian Priest, superhuman. That quote-unquote leader of the Judgment Day really showing off why he is in charge. And Roman Reigns got taken out right there with a drop kick. Roman got Bray Wyatt, hits him with a knee to the face. And Roman takes out Tombstone Slam. Short arm clothesline by Bray Wyatt. And now Bray Wyatt working over the arm of Damian Priest. Bray's got the trash can. Tosses it and hits Damian Priest right in the face. Mandible claw. He's got it. He's got it. And Damian Priest taps out. Bray Wyatt is victorious. Your new World Heavyweight Champion, Bray Wyatt. What an interesting card. I was shocked. I did not I don't want to... I guess Damian did have kind of a long run, considering he went from WrestleMania when he won it to SummerSlam. Is that about 5-6 months? Something like that. Not super worried about what Monday Night Raw is doing over the... Or Monday Night Raw. We're Monday Night Raw. Jesus, beer gut. Not super worried about what SmackDown's doing. You know what the messed up part is I'm looking right at the screen and I could see SmackDown up there. Didn't even register with the old brain ski. Stacy Keibler and Blair Davenport. What an interesting feud. Angel Garza knocks off Channing Stacks Lorenzo. Yeah, the voice is pretty much gone. Holy crap. Holy crap. It might be because... Yeah. Sorry about that. We got the To the Moon and the Back Alley Crew. I'm not going to offer any trades. I'm very happy with the roster that I have. Let's see what Monday Night or what SmackDown's going to try and throw at me. Nick Nosedive. They want Nick Nosedive. I don't see anything that I want. So, oh, they're giving us cash. $12K in cash. Get that shit up on out of here. All right, Triple H. I'm gonna follow Triple H's work. Old Papa H. I'm a huge fan of what Triple H does. I've enjoyed his run on the main roster. I think it'd be good to just trust Triple H on this one. Not reading all that, bro. Bray Wyatt is our new World Heavyweight Champion. Him and Gunther could potentially be a cool little feud. Easy XP. Honorous Fighter. I can't read right now. I ain't even gonna try and read all that shit. Logistics unavailable. Why are we at tier 4 for 2 things? And that we'll figure it out eventually. Got over $800,000. I guess we got $500K from old Papa H. Nobody I really want to sign. Carlito would be kind of cool because he would be another member of the Judgment Day. We're missing 2, Dom and Rhea. I guess they're off making babies. I don't know. Because remember, this is when Dominic... Razor... I think I gotta get JBL there. I love JBL. He is so... I'm a huge JBL guy. I went to WrestleCade last year. I don't know if you guys saw it, but we went to WrestleCade. I went to WrestleCade, and I met Farouk and Bradshaw, the Acolytes, one of the many wrestlers I met. I have an idea. I will be posting on my other channel that I rebranded. Beer Guts Adventures, and God, it's going to be a lot of fun. JD McDonough is going to be teaming up with Finn Balor here to take on the tag team champions, Carmelo Hayes, Trick Williams. God, my voice is gone at this point. Holy crap. Almost an hour. Who's going to cut a promo? We need a little bit of moolah, baby. We need that money. Need it. What do we do? I do want to sign somebody. I think I do want to sign JBL. Did we? I don't think we signed. I'm not going to lie. A little plastered. So, Damien's going to do an advertising promo. Need that money. He's pretty decent promo, man. Bianca Belair going to take on Alexa Bliss. That should be a fun match. Candice LeRae going to cut a promo. Sorry. Holy crap. This is taking forever. LA Knight. What are we going to do here? No, that's not going to work. Nope. And Jey Uso, that could potentially be the match of the night. Gigi Dolan going to cut a promo here. And Gunther taking on Bray Wyatt. A little bit of interference, though. That's going to be a good match. We're going to cut Nick Nosedive. I feel like after his feud with Sheamus, he didn't really do much. Can't really purchase that arena. Talent Scout, we're going to make one move. And obviously, you got to go for the wrestling god, Jay Bizzle. JBL is going to be joining Monday Night Raw. With all that money we got, over $764,000, we need to bring him in. I was thinking about Batista. I was thinking about Razor Ramon as much as I said I love Razor Ramon. We're not going to bring in Batista. The Cowboy makes the most sense. We are going to give him a 10-week contract to sign on that dotted line. And now we have a good heel to feud with Damian Priest, who I'm trying to build back up into a champion. Guys, that is going to be the end of the episode. SummerSlam has come by and gone. Now, guys, before we get this finished, I made an announcement at the end of the Flyers franchise, which you can check in one of these four corners. It was initially airing on Sunday afternoons. It will be coming out on Wednesday nights now. We are bringing back College Football 25 to the channel on live stream Friday nights. Be sure to check that out. I have not done a live stream yet. It will be happening this week on Friday. Saturday nights, used to be Wednesdays, was the Madden Commanders thing. That is moving to Saturday. We're going to start anew with a new franchise because the Commanders made one move that will be Marshawn Lattimore is joining the team via trade. NASCAR fan, you want to check out our NASCAR stuff. Sundays will be the NASCAR Heat 5 live stream after the season is over. And then Monday nights, we are doing a NASCAR The Game Inside Line season mode. You want to check out any of the 4 series that are currently ongoing, You want to check out the playlist for them, they'll be posting any of the four corners right here. Now, guys, I got to get up out of here. We have been recording for almost an hour. Guys, I am out of here. My voice is hoarse, and I hope to see y'all in the next video. I hope y'all have a great day, and until next time, my friends, much love and peace.